Hello, welcome back to the Outer Wilds with Murder on Eridanos with the last roll of Halcyon Helen. Oh, Eridanos. Eridanos. So I'm going with Ellie and Vicar Max for this DLC. I'm praying I get that revolver. I've never finished this DLC.
Everything is bad about this empty all in one place, with even less class somehow.
Hello there. Hope your atmosphere entry wasn't too troublesome.
It's a gnome with vitiligo.
The best in comfort.
Kind of nice that they kind of included some with vitiligo. Because a lot of people don't realise it exists other than Michael Jackson. I've got a couple of neighbours with vitiligo.
I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the inspector, to the grand ballroom, which was the scene of the crime. I'll say, there's nary a soul here who wasn't a fan of hers in some respect. Just about everybody's shocked. Some people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
The fans were very upset by the weak plot contrivances in her latest offering, though that hardly seems a worthy motive.
We should ask her for comping the minibar. This might take a while, if you get me.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose. Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
How she gets so
Why,
famous.
she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-rung as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. I imagine the admin briefed you about Helen's part in the Spectrum Brown unveiling. Too bad about the postponement. Not so terrible as Helen's murder, but still a crying shame. Oh, come on! The launch would have been so swell. Rizzo
Yeah,
wrapped
cancel the
up
corporate
all of
bullshit.
the Colonial and invited all those guests for just this purpose. Rizzo's ain't unveiled the product since the debut of Spectrum Ultraviolet. Invisible to the naked eye, and as it happened, prone to causing massive internal bleeding. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
What bags?
But you're making fun, right? Your luggage, belongings, kids, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing, you're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
Tell me you don't.
Well, reckon I can respect your candor, even if it scares me a Anyhow, I'll look for you in the grand ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
Get away from me, you creepy gnome.
Greetings, Inspector.
Blah blah blah, I don't like you. You're all posh, you're all rich, I don't like you. Your nose is so far up it looks backwards, over your head, and straight up your own arseholes.
I'll bet you 10 bits this one. Black hole birdies. Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you. I'm pleased to hear that. Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hand. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential. You're rather sharp in your upper story. I can see why you're the inspector. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
That sounds strangely like scientism. Expecting the doctrine of the OSI to have any bearing on reality is quite an assumption.
Oh, goodness, no. I don't care for OSI doctrine. I just enjoy their math.
So it's a magnifying glass.
Yes, it's a magnifying glass, but an extraordinarily powerful one. It looks through the glass of reality itself.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Okay.
The discrepancy amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized arsonist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
Yes.
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you. This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the grand ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Right. Taste the debt.
I'm all for taking pointless risks, but that's just disgusting.
Footprint is a tailor-made.
Alright, thank you for watching part 1 and I'll see you in part 2.